Well students, now today we will learn the filtration method. Boys, filtration method, it is used to separate liquid from insoluble solid. And for the filtration method we use the solid liquid mixture. Solid liquid mixture means a mixture of a sand in water, okay, right, or a mud in water. Now students, we will take a solid liquid mixture and we will keep it aside for some time without disturbing it. The supernatant liquid is poured along a glass rod into a funnel. Then I will pour a supernatant liquid into this funnel which is containing a filter paper. Right. From this funnel, the liquid passes through it will passes through this funnel and the solid collects on this filter paper. This solid, that is called as a residue. The solid will get collected in the filter paper named as a residue, and the clear solution, this is a clear solution that I will obtain in another beaker, and the clear solution is named as or termed as a filtrate. Is that clear to you boys? Now this method, it is used to separate sand or chalk from the water. Now students, the next method that we will learn, that is a dissolution followed by evaporation or crystallization. Students, this method is useful when one component of a solid mixture is soluble in a solvent. Solvent means you can take a water, and other is not. Now to understand it, let us take a solid mixture of salt and sand in a beaker, right, or in a conical flask. Now after that we will add some water to the mixture and we will stir it vigorously. After that we will warm it, and so that the salt it get dissolved in the water. Then we will do a method of filtration, that is we will filter and then wash the residue 4 to 5 times with the hot water. After that, evaporate the filtrate to the dryness in a china dish. Students, what we will get? We will get a white solid, which is what? Which is a salt, and the residue which is being present or left on the filter paper, that will be a sand, and that we can dry it in the sun. Students, a purer sample of a salt, it can be obtained by crystallization from the filtrate, and the filtrate is heated to obtain a concentrated solution. Boys, what is a concentrated solution over here? A solution which is containing a smaller proportion of the solvent than usual. Now when the concentrated solution is left to cool slowly, the white crystals of the salt get separated. Right. So students, this method, crystallization method, is used to obtain a substance in a pure state. Boys, by the distillation method, we can use to separate the solid liquid mixtures. Now this solid liquid mixtures, it can be a homogeneous or it can be a heterogeneous. Homogeneous means a mixture of salt and water, and heterogeneous example you can say sand and water. Now boys, in order to understand the distillation method, now we will take a mixture, maybe a homogeneous or a heterogeneous. The mixture is boiled in a distillation flask. The vapors coming out condense while passing through the Liebig condenser. Boys, the condenser used in the distillation process is Liebig condenser. Right, the vapors coming out condense while passing through a Liebig condenser, in which they are cooled by the water circulating in the outer jacket. Now the pure liquid, that is water, it gets collected in a receiver, and the solid, which may be a solid, that is a soluble solid, for example you can say salt, or insoluble solid, that may be a sand or a chalk, they remains in the distillation flask. So students, this is how distilled water is prepared in the laboratory. So students, now we will learn about the next method, that is a fractional distillation. Students, fractional distillation, it is used for separating the liquids, which differ in their boiling points by 20 degrees Celsius or more. Okay. Now, the mixture of a liquid is boiled in a flask and the vapors are passed through fractionating column. The vapors of the liquid with a lower boiling point, means that which is more volatile, it rise, and the vapors of that has a higher boiling point, that is which is less volatile, condense in the bulb like traps. The higher boiling liquid may also come back to the flask. The lower boiling liquid, it gets into the condenser first and collects in the receiving flask. Now boys, as long as the lower boiling liquid continues to distill, the temperature it remains constant. After the lower boiling liquid has distilled off, students, then higher boiling liquid begins to distill and the temperature rises. The receiver is immediately changed and the higher boiling liquid is collected separately. The separately collected liquids are termed as fractions. Okay. Now, by the fractional distillation, students, we can separate benzene from toluene. The benzene, it is having a boiling point 80 degrees Celsius, and toluene, it has a boiling point of 110 degrees Celsius. Another, you can say petrol, diesel, kerosene, they can be separated from the crude oil by this method of fractional distillation.